What's going on? So, topic of the video. Dealerships are basically doing anything and everything to get you to sign on that dotted line so that you sign your life away. So I was watching the paper. I'm a big Office fan, and we were just watching the paper, and there's a lot of ads with Peacock. There's a lot of ads everywhere, like all the time. They're just popping everywhere. And I saw this ad, this dealership offering, and this isn't anything new, but the second one was kind of new to me because I'm not really into buying cars like that at dealerships, and I'm trying to get my Jeep paid off, trying to get out of debt, things like that. And I saw this ad saying 0% interest, which is interesting to me. And they said no payments for the first 90 days. I mean, I knew back in the day when I bought the Jeep and when I used to buy my other vehicles, when you bank directly to a bank, when you bank directly to a local bank, I don't know if you guys are hearing me pretty okay, but I don't know how the audio levels are. I'm going to try to back up a little bit from the mic. But if you bank with a local bank, they will approve you up to 36 months because it's a liability for them. It's a risk that they're taking, giving you that loan. With a dealership, and this is, I haven't really done my research. I'm kind of just yapping right now, but we'll get to the dealership here in a second. I'm gonna kind of be all over the place. I don't really write these videos down. I just kind of do it, hit record, and kind of do them as I go. If you go to the dealership, obviously they always ask you what is a good payment for you. All right, what is a good payment for you? And whatever number that you say, they're gonna just stretch out that loan as much as they can. And I've never heard of a 84 loan car loan, and when that was offered to me at the time, I was like, 84 months for me paying on a car? That's insane. Heck to the no. That's insane. And now they're doing this thing where it's no payments for the first 90 days. Like, go ahead and give me 6 months, bro. Go ahead and give me 6 months, bro. If you're gonna do 90 days, just might as well just throw in 6 months, man. That way I can enjoy these 6 months driving for free. That's what they're trying to get you to think. Like, hey, you're driving for free for the next 30 months. Enjoy your new car, enjoy this, and then boom, after 90 days, you get slapped for the first car payment, and then you're locked in for the next freaking 8 years. 5 to 8 years. That's kind of like the average right now. They're doing anything and everything to get you to sign on the dotted line for these new cars. I mean, they're doing anything and everything. And as far as the interest rates, and this is what I've heard. I don't know how true this is. Again, I need to do my research, but I can't let these ideas just go. I gotta get on. I gotta talk about it, and I gotta do it because life is just too busy right now to even script anything. So what is what I heard, right? I heard that a lot of these banks, or a lot of these dealerships, they have their own banks. They have their own banks that they get approvals from. So basically, they'll ask you, hey, you have good credit? Do you have a bank? Blah blah blah. And you say no, I don't have good credit, or credit is mid. Whatever. They'll be like, don't worry about it. We'll get you approved. We got some banks. So they send your report or your information to all these, let's say 20 banks. All of them are averaging around, if you have bad credit, or your credit is no good, your APR is probably going to be around 15 to 20%. And so you're lucky if you're going to get a 10%, 8% on a car loan. You're going to be lucky unless you have a really good credit score. I really don't know what the interest rates on a car is right now anyway, so I'm kind of out of touch on that. But let's just say 12%. the banks are like, well, we can approve them for 12%. What I've heard is that some of the dealerships, they add another percentage, 2 or 3% on top of that, and say, hey, you know, the bank is, they're not going to tell you this, but the bank, their bank is going to approve you for 12%, and they're going to add 2% over that, and they're going to be like, you got approved for 14%, and they're going to try to work with you on that, because obviously they want to get you to sign for the car loan. And then once you do that, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. If we can get my down, you know, my car payment to this and that, you know, I'll be good. And again, this does not apply to anybody that makes great money. I'm talking about to the people that go and get $30,000-$40,000 car that only make that much in a year or less. If you're making 80, 90, I mean, you can still survive or whatever, but it's gonna eat up. It's gonna, you will never get far in life. It's just numbers don't lie. And if I really wanted to, man, because getting a car is not, it's not a flex. It really isn't. It's not a flex. Anybody can go get a car right now. Anybody can go get whatever car they want. I can go get a ZL1 right now if I want. But I am not paying $800 a month. No way. Heck no. Not even for me to have a good time in a car. I love cars and I love toys and everything, but to be stuck with that for 5 years, there is no way. I'd rather put that investment in my child's education, put that in a 401k, and then 5 years from now it would double, or, you know, go up instead of going down. Because as soon as you drive a car off the lot, it's worth 10% less, 20% less, and then you have to go with trying to get underwater, try to get the difference on the loan to get it sold. It's just a nightmare. And don't even get me started on the repairs, because a lot of the warranties that they offer, they're gonna fight hard for it not to cover that issue that you're having with the car. And a lot of these things are just scams as far as the warranties and things like that, because they always try to find a way to make it difficult for you to even get it covered. Some are good, where they will cover everything and they won't make a big deal out of it, but a lot of them will make you fight for that warranty. And I see TikToks all the time and people on all the time online where, I mean, they're paying $600-$800 for a car and they can't even buy groceries. They can't even afford. They got to put it on credit card. So that's the thing about it, people. Life will hit you. Life will come. Life will be here every time with issues, with things that you don't have money for. All right. So moral of this is that you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I'm just a person that has gone through things. I'm almost 30 years old, and the decisions that I've made in the past, I would do it differently. I would invest more. I would put my money in better places instead of cars. Down the line, I will have the chance, but you can do whatever you want, because I'm not the one paying for it. But I'm just advising you. I'm just giving you, what can happen in the future when we start a family, all these things. You can do whatever you want. Again, you can do whatever you want. I'm not getting that dang loan. I'll tell you that right now. I am not. They make it look so pretty. They make it look, listen, I know you want that CarPlay. I know you want that cold and heated seats. I know you want that new car smell. But after 20 days, 30 days, man, that gets old really quick. Then you got to pay for a car that takes you from point A to point B. So y'all can do whatever y'all want. Again, I'm not trying to down people that do it. I'm not trying to, say they are a good or a bad person. There's just decisions that are dumb, and it is what it is. But I mean, I'm not saying you're a bad person. We can still be friends and all that. We can still be friends. You're not going to be my financial advisor. That's one thing for sure. But anyways, I just thought I'd come in and talk about this. I will make reaction videos on some of the Dave Ramsey stuff, because again, a lot of the things I do, most of the things I agree with him. Some things I don't. Some things are, I think, a little bit too drastic, which I understand why he says things the way he says it, but I think sometimes it needs to be said in a different kind of way or a different kind of mindset. But overall, I mean, everything he says are kind of like, math is math, and if you want to succeed in life in some areas, as far as financial areas, you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.